Peace and blessings, family. What if I told you that your government, both Democrat and Republican party, are uniquely wicked in different ways? Allow brother Rizza Islam to break down the ICE situation and the murders that they are actually committing up in Minneapolis. Allow us to dive in.
But what happens when you have officers in the United States fly over into Israel and they train with the IDF soldiers? They train with them in domestic terrorism tactics. If you go and train with these people who are doing these human rights violating tactics and maneuvers and murders and cold-blooded killing, then you train so that you can bring it over here into your city, our cities. You really have to conceive of something here. And that is that evil, wicked, rich people don't give a damn about the average person. They don't.
And this is the point that you and I must get ingrained in our head. These individuals at the top that own our politicians, that own much of the wealth, they can care less about you and I beyond the ability to extort, take money, and get cheap labor. Allow us to dive back in.
Don't care. See, when you think that people genuinely care the way you care, that's where you make the mistake, thinking that these rich people, some of them genuinely care. They don't. So what's happening over there, I believe, will happen here. Why am I saying that? We have something called ICE. It's causing a divide between a number of people. And that's because some people fell into the psychological trap. Well, these illegal immigrants are taking our jobs. Okay. Oh, these illegal immigrants are criminals. Yeah. Oh, these illegal immigrants, they're doing this, they're doing that. I agree with certain things. I definitely do. But ICE.
He makes a very important point. And I want to point out as well that when we look at both of these parties, the Democratic and the Republican body, both of them have sold the American people as a whole out. The Biden administration allowed for the borders to be wide open, and you cannot have that and have any instance of a safe and secure society. But with that being the case, he opened the door for Trump to abuse his power through ICE. And this is what you see, that both of these parties have failed the American people. Allow us to dive in.
ICE, who was rounding up not just illegal immigrants, just so you know. ICE rounded up people who were not illegal. ICE rounded up people who are black, born in America, people who are born here. They have rounded up people in a terrible way. They are absolute vigilantes given a license to do whatever the hell they want to do, and they cover their faces, don't show their identities. You have to be mindful here. Hold on. If you want to say, well, Rizza, hold on now, bro. I'm with you, but we got this issue with the brown folk, and we got this issue with these folks, and I hear all of that. Here's what I want us to look at. What can they do to us with what they are saying they are doing for us? If they say, well, ICE is here to protect the people who live in America, to secure our borders, to secure our streets. Okay, sounds noble, sounds nice, sounds righteous. Remember who you're hearing it from. The same bastards who tell you that the food is safe, it's fine, that the vaccines are safe, they're fine. It's okay. Things are good here. America's the greatest nation on earth. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay, you're listening to the same people who lied to you on a daily, and now they're saying, well, ICE is here to help you. To help who? Be careful. Listening to this devil. Just be careful. Many of you work for ICE because you're broke. Make this very clear. It's just like signing up for the military for a lot of people. It went from patriotism and me loving my country and my nation to, I want to go to school, but I don't have money to pay for it. And I need a bonus. I need that money because that'll help me out with some bills, these student loans, this stuff that
Noam Chomsky, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, called this the poverty draft, meaning that even though we don't have the draft in place anymore, the conditions for most individuals who want to get ahead and cannot get ahead by working regular jobs, the best out is through signing up and enlisting in these military services. And this is not by coincidence. They create poverty-stricken, or they create situations where individuals are not able to provide the type of life that they want, and they see that via the military that they can potentially get what they need through going into the enlisted service. So this is why the draft is not necessarily coming back, because you have created conditions within the communities where individuals who don't want to get involved in drugs or any other illegal stuff, but they know that the jobs that are out there will not pay what they need to achieve what they want, they would voluntarily go into these services, and now they are voluntarily going into these ICE situations, and they are becoming the oppressors of their own American brothers. And this is a devastating, demented type of approach, but this is what those elites like. This is what they want. And you and I, who are at the middle class and below, we will continue to get this type of results from either of these administrations that are in power. They operate slightly different, but they are both controlled, and they do not have the best interests of the American populace as a whole as their best interest. And Trump has went over and above to prove that to be the case. And again, for those of you who have watched my videos, I voted for that clown because the Biden and Harris administration had nothing for me, and I couldn't go down the gay agenda route that they want to push onto the American people. But again, given another opportunity, I wouldn't vote for neither of these clowns, and I can't see myself voting for anyone representing Republican or Democratic Party in the future. They are all corrupted. All of them. Allow Rizza to continue.
I'm backed up on paying. Let me go ahead and sign this couple-year contract so I can get this little bit of money. ICE is the same. The difference is you get to wear a mask. You get a badge. You can go do horrible human rights violating things on a regular in the name of cleaning up the streets. I don't support how this is evolving and where it's going. I don't support that. What I do support is us protecting and securing ourselves. This is why when you continue to rely on this system, you have things like this that take place. When you don't secure your own street, you let the government come in and secure it, control it, or take it over for you. This is what we end up getting when we do not take care of
ICE is executing white people up in Minnesota as the normal police throughout America have been executing non-weapon carrying blacks. And this is the new level of egregious behavior coming from law enforcement as a whole. But they're showing you it doesn't matter about your race anymore. If you're standing in the way of what they want to accomplish, violating constitutional rights, etc., you stand a chance of being eliminated from the planet. I saw the video of the young man who recently got executed by ICE. He had the right to carry. Didn't look like he had any chance to grab at his gun. Looks like one of the officers actually was able to disarm him before he got lit up with 10 bullets. And he wasn't the aggressor in this video, as Kristi Noem lied through her teeth as Trump continues to post that BS. These individuals are evil as